Welcome back, hyenas, to episode 5 of Shmeme Review, your #1 place for internet funnies, and you made it 5 episodes deep. You deserve a reward. Check it out. Unnecessarily high-angled camera. That's right. You've been asking for it for years, and now you get it. You deserve this. A camera that's way too high of an angle. Who doesn't love it?
That's a lot of nuts!
First meme. We're looking at the AI gorilla. AI has gotten pretty advanced lately, and yet the human intellect has not. The first few examples I saw of this on TikTok and YouTube Shorts were all taking advantage of Midjourney or whatever to make an AI gorilla talking about whether or not they could beat 100 guys, you know, the whole meme of 100 dudes versus a gorilla, but it was whether or not he could, as if he was on like a podcast or something.
Look, I know I can't fight 100 men, but the first 2 motherfuckers that I catch, oh, they gonna be on a t-shirt. After the first 2 hit the dirt, the next wave gonna hesitate. And that's when I turn strategic. No more swinging wild. Now I'm doing math.
This gimmick was kind of overblown. You know, we all know that 100 dudes are completely deleting a gorilla. It wouldn't even be close. I did a whole video rapping about this for like 17 minutes. But it is nice to take a look at what might be perceived as the gorilla side. At the end of the day, the 100 guys versus 1 gorilla debate isn't all that fair because it isn't all that much of a debate. The gorillas have no way to let us know what their game plan is. It's a one-sided hypothetical, and the fact that the gorilla can now speak as to whether or not he could take on 100 dudes is interesting, but it doesn't stop there. Ongoing throughout the entirety of this last week or two, I've been seeing more and more AI gorilla videos getting more and more ridiculous.
Second day of fighting 100 men. I'm still sore from yesterday's brawl, but I've come up with a new strategy. I'm thinking if I offer a bunch of these beers as a peace offering, they'll leave me alone. That was a horrible fucking idea, and the beer just made them more aggressive. What the fuck is wrong with these things?
What a beautiful use of AI. For once, it doesn't feel like it's tearing down the internet and artistic integrity, and is instead adding to it in some regard. The average idiot with $45 to pay for Midjourney can now contribute to the memes of which they enjoy so much. It's a beautiful thing to watch. At least that's what I thought until I saw how stupid some of these started to get.
You guys, me and Yeti back at it again. We are going to be trying these honey pack things. The packaging says for endurance and to stay hard, whatever that means. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
Yeti couldn't handle that honey pack. He on demon time. He chasing on me, talking about he trying to take my cheeks. I can't even run because I'm super bricked up right now. Shit.
At first, there were dozens of examples of this AI gorilla on podcasts or in the jungle making jokes about the entire meme of 100 dudes versus 1 gorilla. Then it went on to, what if this gorilla started taking various drugs? What if he randomly found a cup of lean or honey packets? My favorite is the one where the gorilla gets high and turns Jamaican for some reason.
Just found this pack of vacuum sealed purple haze forest moss. Gonna roll it up and see where it takes me.
Here, man. I got that unlimited supply straight from the earth herself. Every breath feel like I inhale in the universe, seeing? This forest got the same heartbeat as me, my brother.
Today, we're inhaling straight fent. I'm about to be beyond fucked up.
I'm on fucking Mars, bitches. I can't feel my balls, but shit, I'm snorting fent with aliens.
Absolute peak. I cannot describe the amount of time that we have gone without it feeling like a fresh new meme is finally a part of the internet, and I feel like the AI gorilla is almost there. There's a lot of examples that are pretty hilarious, and if you start watching a few, you'll get a few more recommended onto your timeline, and it's a great browse. However, there are a lot of things that the gorillas are sort of mirroring in real life. Like a whole bunch of the gorillas have like GoPro selfie style FOVs with what's going on, right? But they all sort of harbor this early YouTube prankster energy. A whole lot of them have AI generated gorillas punching people in the face, running through the streets of LA during the riots, and just straight up YouTuber prankster stuff. And it's like, guys, we can do better. We can do so much better. I feel like there's more potential here. I feel like this meme could go better, but for the time being, I'm gonna rate it for what it is. AI gorillas get an 8 out of 10. My opinion. Next meme. Ashton Hall races IShowSpeed. Now I'm assuming you guys know who IShowSpeed is, given that he's like the biggest streamer in the world, but if you don't, the only thing you really need to know is that his name has speed in it. You would assume that means that he's fast, and given that he basically almost beat Olympic sprinter Noah Lyles in a foot race, yeah, he's pretty fast. Recently, he went up against a sprint-for-sprint race against Ashton Hall, the guy who went super viral for that goofy morning routine that I also did a video about. A whole bunch of his other content on his Instagram does have him also sprinting full speed side by side with cars and stuff, so this almost seems like an interesting matchup.
You're gonna see me running. You won't see him at all. You might see a piece, maybe of his little hair, of his forehead.
Ashton Hall would go into this race pretty confident, as he should be. His entire personality and brand is hyper-masculinity, alpha energy. No way he loses to a kid who looks like he's 14 years old. He would proceed to lose 4 times in a row.
Go! He's slow as fuck! He's slow as fuck! Fuck this nigga! I'm out! Boy! Fuck out of here! What I say? Too slow! Too slow! Too slow! Too slow! Stop playing with me, dude! And you...
Why are all of these races being done barefoot? When you're racing, do you have to be half naked or else it doesn't count? A lot of questions to be asked, but a lot of people were ever so slightly confused as to how Ashton Hall managed to come so close and yet lose every single time. What does that do to the brain and mentality of somebody whose entire persona is wrapped around being the most alpha male? Turns out, he didn't take it super well.
Delusional!
What's everybody
You scared because all your image is over with.
What's everybody saying?
All his Instagram image is over with. He not fast. You lost 3 times to me.
Come on.
You slow, my boy.
Why are you leaving?
Take
if
your
you're
L.
faster than me, why are you leaving?
Because I beat you 3 times.
The situation itself is just yet another hilarious thing that occurs during one of IShowSpeed's streams. He's sort of like Mr. Beast in that regard. When somebody starts to get popular online, whether it be Ashton Hall, Noah Lyles, or whatever other meme you see popular on TikTok, IShowSpeed will be the sort of person to get them on camera and then take advantage of their clout to introduce them to their own audience. That's why he's such a big streamer at this point. The real piece of comedy to come out of this is the subsequent morning routine video that Ashton Hall did in response to having lost to IShowSpeed, perhaps showing some humility, perhaps recognizing that if he came out of this looking like a bitter loser, it would do unforgivable damage to his image, but either way, it's kind of funny.
We fell short, but I'm gonna keep going.
A well-made response in defeat. In my opinion, a well-made response in defeat. Calls back to the meme of him throwing a controller at the TV, but the TV's got him losing to IShowSpeed, comes out of the bathtub with bandages all over his feet, showing the damage that he withstood from the race, and then getting a call from his nephew, and instead of saying, oh, we gotta get to at least 10,000, it's, damn, we fell short, nephew. I feel like this is a pretty good response. Personal opinion, I don't think they were that far off. Like, when you look at IShowSpeed versus Noah Lyles, one of them's an Olympic sprinter and the other one's just a YouTube streamer. The fact that that was even close was like, okay, IShowSpeed's pretty good given no formal training. I feel like the same is true here. Given the fact that it looks like Ashton Hall probably weighs 100 more pounds than IShowSpeed, that race was far too close. I would argue if they did anything other than foot racing, anything other competitive, it would probably go to Ashton Hall. But regardless, the fact that he made that response video is a little bit goofy. There aren't really all that many memes that come out of this. I just thought it was a relatively funny situation. And for that reason, I will give it a 4 out of 10. My opinion. Next. Meme. Okay Mario, no Mario. According to knowyourmeme.com, is a webcomic first posted by artist Sloshua and depicts what looks to be YouTuber Vinny Vinesauce talking to Mario, in which Mario states, "Enter my amazing world of fun and fantasy intrigue." Okay Mario, $100. No Mario. This webcomic in and of itself is pretty funny. You've got this goofy looking, derpy looking character and then a well-known franchise character. And the text boxes are ever so simple. Play my brand new video game. Oh yes, of course I will play your brand new video game. I've been playing them my entire life. Oh, by the way, due to Grand Theft Auto 6 announcements, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart World, and or tariffs, it's gonna be like $100. No thank you. Obviously, there's a level of silliness and whimsy. Seeing people use MS Paint to draw their favorite character from their favorite video game, telling them to spend the equivalent of like 10 hours of minimum wage work to play the video game, only to be met with, no, I'm not fucking doing that, is kind of funny, and also leads to a little bit of like the anti-gamer pricing that's being enforced simply because Grand Theft Auto 6 seems to be coming out, might cost $100. Better get ahead of that, hedge our bets, and make it so Nintendo games are going to be $90 going forward. Who's making up these rules? Play my tabletop game. Okay, John Warhammer, $200. No, John Warhammer. Enter my dark world of fun and fantasy intrigue. No, Tenna. If you don't, I'll kill myself. Okay, Ten, take it easy, buddy. I'll play Deltarune. I do like that there's a little bit of flexibility, as simple as this meme is. For instance, you've got enter my TV world of mystery. Okay, you, $10. Okay, you, wait, Persona 4 Golden is $10 right now. Absolutely. So you can change the meme a little bit and make it so that the price is actually the selling point of it. Or if you want to keep the price high, take a look at the other one. Ready to race? Yes, Miku, $90. Of course, Miku, why not? There are some games that are worth that extra hefty price tag. I don't know if Miku Kart Racing is one of them, but an example. Overall, a relatively evolving meme. I'm not sure if this is going to get much more use out of it, but I do think for what it is right now, it's funny, both because of the philosophical outlook of gamers when facing higher price tags. Maybe that's just part of what becoming an adult is, but the small variations in order to show the ridiculousness of how much fun you can have without spending $90 on yet another Mario game is, you know, it kind of says something alongside being sort of funny, and I gotta give it extra points for that. Overall, yes Mario, no Mario. I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10. My opinion. What would you guys rate the memes you saw in this video? While you're down in the comments, let me know what memes you'd like to see in the next video, and subscribe so that you don't miss it. A big thank you to the patrons that I hope are scrolling in the back. I don't know how I'm gonna do the green screen for this. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Spisu!